Hello everyone, how are you? I am in my kitchen holding my iPad, so hopefully it won't be too shaky. But I wanted to kind of share with you what I'm doing today. So this morning I harvested a whole bunch of basil. I have different kinds. I have lemon basil. This all right here is large leaf Italian basil. And then in here is Genovese basil. So this basil, I'm going to dry it all. And I'll have to do this multiple times, but this is my first time doing a big batch like this for this year. So this lemon basil, I'm actually going to leave on this like drying rack. And I'm just going to let it sit. I'll put it downstairs where I dry a lot of different things, and not a lot. For me, it's a lot, I guess. So that's just going to dry naturally. So I don't know, 2-3 weeks, it'll be like hard and more crispy, and I'll be able to put them into some sort of jar, and I'll have it for over the winter, and so for the next several months to cook with. This basil here, so it's all washed and I had it out drying. I'm getting ready to dry it in the microwave. So I'm going to be taking this, putting it onto a safe microwave safe plate, and it takes about 2 minutes tops to dry. So all you do is you take your very dry, it has to be very dry, can't have any wetness to it, but you just put it on a single layer on the plate. And I'm going to put my microwave on 2 minutes, and it really does take about 2 minutes. I can't really do this with one hand. I will, pause this and do what I need to, and I'll microwave it, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. But before I do that, I just wanted to share with you too that I do have right now 4 different kinds of flowers from my garden on my table. I've been saving the seeds from flowers for a few weeks now. It's nothing new. I have more downstairs. I have a lot more downstairs. But I will be doing another video on how to save the seeds from the flowers. So I have zinnia, I'll show you, marigold, I'll show you, calendula, and also alyssum. So I'll be doing that in another video, but all this is on my kitchen table, and I just think it's awesomeness. So let me go ahead and get that plate full, and I'll go ahead and microwave it, and I'll be back. This is what it looks like after being in the microwave for 1 minute. It is not ready. See how green this is right here? That's not good. See how that's getting nice and brown and that? Yep. So I'm going to continue on. Okay, so I've gone 2 minutes. They are still green, but that's okay. But what you want is this. So listen. That's what you want, right? Because so that's nice and dry. So these, you can tell they're all just like paper. What I would do the next time is do the same size leaves on one plate. Because like these little ones dried quicker than the bigger ones. So, yep. As long as they're like that, they're fine. And it doesn't matter that I'm breaking them because I'm going to be shoving them into a jar anyway, so it's okay. Yep. So that is what I wanted to show you. So I wanted to give a couple more pointers on the microwaving. Make sure you do not use a paper plate or any paper because it could go on fire. So use a microwave safe plate. They get really, really, really hot. So make sure that you are using some sort of a, pot holder, because the plates get really, really hot. So in between, like, this is my last batch of the Italian large leaf. But before I start with my Genovese, I will let this cool off. So let it cool off in between the microwaving each batch. And what I wanted to show you as well is one way you know that they're done is because they just move. They move like this on the plate. And that's because the moisture is gone from them and they're dry. So that's how another way that you will know that they are done. I decided to bring you down into my basement so I can just kind of show you a little bit what's going on down here. So I brought the basil down, the lemon basil, but over here on a screen, and I saw Helen from Moss Cottage do this, and I happen to have a screen that wasn't being used, a window screen, and I gave it a good wash because it's been sitting in my garage and I've been using it. So I have a lot of, even down here, I have calendula, I have the zinnia, more calendula, more calendula, more zinnia, marigold. So I have a lot down here. And you know what? I just come and I put them down here. And I don't know, I kind of forget about them and I let them dry. And then I will take the seeds out of them. And I've been putting the seeds just in these little bowls I got at a thrift store a while back. And, you know, and then they dry out even more just sitting in the bowls. And I have this, this screen. It's actually on a rocking chair in my basement. So I have a towel over, or a blanket over it just to protect the rocking chair. I do have some chamomile that grew in my yard, and I have never had, sorry for the glare, chamomile seeds, anything. I've never, ever, ever grown them, and they popped up, and I don't know why, but I have those. And I do have some dill that's nicely dried out. So I don't know, I'll probably get those seeds as well. And then as far as the different containers that I use, I mean, I don't can things, but I do like to use the jars. So this is a pint. So this is where I'll put like the dried basil in. I have this little one. This little guy, not sure the size. And then I have these littles, which I really like because these are good to put like in my kitchen cabinet so that like I have parsley in them. I have, oh, I forgot. Yeah, I have parsley. Yep, I just actually put more in my cabinet that I just dried. But I like those for the, like I was saying, the parsley, the basil, the dill. What else do I dry? I don't remember. I think that might be it. But anyway, so this will just sit here for 2-3 weeks and that will dry out. That little jar is a 4-ounce jar. This little one that I like to keep in my kitchen cabinet. So that's what I have going on in my basement. But that's going to be it for this video. I just kind of wanted to share with you what is going on as far as my harvesting and collecting of seeds and all that yummy stuff. So, all right. Thank you for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. All righty. Bye-bye.